And it's real easy when we didn't get to choose how we live in the flesh, when we didn't get to choose the way or the method that we came into this world, it's real easy to just get stuck and stay where we are. The revelation that comes here in this passage, in this conversation with Nicodemus, Jesus says, that which is born of the flesh is flesh, and that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. First teaching point. You didn't get to choose your flesh birth, but you can choose your spiritual birth. That's all choice. As a matter of fact, I cannot even at this moment think of a greater choice, a more important choice that we have in all of life. You get to choose your spiritual birth. That's a choice. As a matter of fact, as much as Jesus, in talking to Nicodemus, as much as he knows how important, how emphatic it is to be born again, he doesn't say that I'm going to force you to be born again. God's not going to come into your world and hold you hostage and make you born again. Now I want you to get this clear picture. As awesome and powerful and omnipotent as God is, he doesn't use his omnipotent power to force us to see him, to force us to be born again so we can see the kingdom of God, see that he is present. He's the architect of the world and the universe, but he's not going to force us to see his signature. He is the author of life itself, breathing the first breath into the first man. But he's not going to force us to recognize that we need him. God's not going to force life on us. He's not going to force himself on us. You and I, we have to make a choice. It is the most important choice that we will ever make. And trust me, you're making a choice one way or the other. You either make a choice to have life or you make a choice not to have it. When you fail to choose or you fail to accept the opportunity to be born again, you are making a choice. You're making a choice to say, I'm going to stick with the life I already have, the one that I didn't choose, the one that I was born with, the one that gives me problems, but I'm going to keep trying to see if I can fix it up, tape it up, paste it up, glue it back together. Or we can choose to be born again, to have life not just limited to the flesh, but be born in the Spirit. So, watch this. That which is flesh is going to remain flesh. Now, we started on this point in our last program, but I want to continue the thought here. You don't change. You're never going to change the behavior of the flesh. Now, I know theologically this may get me in trouble and it may startle some of you. But you're not going to change your bad behavior in the flesh. That's not going to just all of a sudden get better. You can keep, and I know I'm talking to some folks who go to church, people who do know God. You cannot fix your flesh. Look at the text. That which is born of the flesh, what happens? It remains flesh.